Alrighty. Good morning or good afternoon, depending on where you are. I always get yelled at for that. All right, let's get this. Hello, hello. See if I show up on the screen this time. I know we've been having issues with that. Is it quiet? Maybe am I not close enough? Eek, eek. Like I have it on. Okay. Okay. Hi, Ryan. How are you? Dog, because I don't think that he has any policies that are beneficial to the American people. That's why. Sure, take him down too. You guys do that like whataboutism shit as if I care. I don't even like him. I don't like Hakeem Jeffries. Go get his ass too. Like nobody cares. That's a weird way to pretzel yourself around the man you voted for, but sure. But it is Wednesday. Welcome in. Welcome in. Appreciate you all being here. Thank you for doing your heart me's. I'm not so godless Democrat. You know that Democrats can be Christian, right? I'm also not a Democrat. Welcome in, my egg raiders. Welcome in. Appreciate you guys being here. Let's see. That. Okay. Bring up my work wife. Hello. All right, guys. I'm going to my little spiel. 100 of you in here now. Welcome in on this Wednesday. Good morning or good afternoon, depending on what time zone you are in those woke time zones. We have 2.5 thousand likes. If we could start getting that up to 5 and 10,000, that would be wonderful. We have 2 shares. Let's get that up to like 10 or 15. I do have my 100 goal. Again, I appreciate you guys helping me out yesterday. Cleared that goal right out. If we could work on that, that would be awesome. If you can't, just sit here and tap and share. Do your daily heart me if you have not done so. I appreciate you. When we have a guest on that you no longer want to listen to, if we could wait that 5 minutes, I would appreciate it. But then you can send 10 to my green or blue app. Those links are in my bio. Or send a little swan. We can watch a little duckling become a swan here in the gift chat on TikTok. I appreciate you all being here. And we're going to try and have conversations. This person, if you guys know, oh, okay, they left. I was like, the person that was in the request, I was going to bring them up to do something funny, but they're gone now. Maybe they'll come back. All we got left now is like the worst of the worst. Telling you. A swab. Run the jewels. A swab. Swab. Deep dive, how are you today?
I'm doing good. Yeah, I keep seeing all this stuff about Epstein and Trump, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping it's not another event, a political event.
Did you
Um,
vote for Trump?
I voted for him twice, 2020, 2024.
Okay. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
36 and Southern California.
All right. Why are you still supporting him?
Well, I'm not a fan of the people who are against him. I'm not a fan of Pelosi, Biden, or the
Well, neither
Bushes
am
or
I, but why are you
Cheese.
supporting him?
Because his vision is more of an alignment of what I saw than what the left
Like
and
what?
Democrats saw. Well, 2020, especially how they treated C-19.
I don't look, I'm not asking why you voted for the man. I'm asking why you still support him today.
Well, because the people pushing against him still align with that agenda that I voted against.
Oh, so you voted against something, not for anything, so you have no scruples.
Oh, no, for him was the opposite of what they were for.
Like what?
Well, the border, we don't have to worry about that anymore.
Oh, well, how is that
Uh,
going to be long lasting if there's no legislation for it?
well, they have to fix the problem that was expedited by Biden
Why?
first.
Who's in charge of the legislative branch right now?
Well, I mean, the legislatures, are you talking about the legislatures in each state?
No. How many branches of government are there?
Three.
Okay. What are they?
The executive, the legislative, and the judiciary.
Right. So why aren't they pushing anything? I'm asking you, who has the majority in the legislative branch?
Well, I don't know how that's relevant to them doing a federal
Because
job.
because if anything that he's doing wants to be long lasting, why the majority held Congress is not pushing forth any kind of legislation to make it long lasting?
Well, what would you consider of the reversal of Biden's policies that helped
What
get them
policies did
in,
Biden have?
get them easier, get them in easier?
Oh, what policies were that Biden had that made them get in easier?
Well, the Remain in Mexico policy was helpful so that they didn't stay in
What was the Remain in
America.
Mexico policy initiated under?
And even the MPP program.
What was it
From
triggered under? Why were they able to use it?
I think C-19.
Right. It was a health emergency. It was a national health emergency. That's why they were able to use it, which is why it was then repealed by the courts. Right?
Yes, but
Cool.
under a Biden, they incentivize people coming in, saying they're
How?
dreamers.
How did they do that?
No, Dreamers are completely different. Dreamers or DACA, that's completely different.
I know that, but
Okay.
the umbrella of saying, look, there's opportunity for them here before Americans
When did he
was
say that?
He didn't say that.
I'm paraphrasing.
No,
Oh,
you're
so you
lying.
have no idea what you're talking about. Cool, got it. Can you tell me what Title 42 was?
From what I remember, because I'm confusing the title of the trans women in sports, I get those mixed up.
That's
Because
Yeah, because you're
that's a
transphobic.
cute try to rage bait. Anyway, answer Olive's question.
What was Title 42?
well, that was a public health authority. No, it wasn't. I
Uh-huh.
know it wasn't immigration.
Who put it into place?
Trump did.
Correct. When did Title 42 expire?
He knew that there was a problem.
When did, well, no, he was pressured to
2020
do
to
it. He was
2021.
pressured
He
to
was
do
pressured
it.
to do it. That was
When
Pressured
did it
from who?
expire? By the CDC.
Yeah, even the CDC then knew there was a public health problem with too many.
it would just be people being
To
around each
expel
other. A large group
migrants.
of people being around each other would be an issue. Yeah, sure. Anyway.
Yeah, so no asylum hearings, no screenings, immediate return to
No, there was
No,
Mexico.
that's
still
not
stuff
true.
that still was stuff
That was
like that
still
was still
happening.
happening.
You
When
can't.
did Title 42 expire?
Let's see. Biden kept it for a while,
Mm-hmm.
and
I
then
asked when
maybe
did it
I would say
expire?
maybe 2023.
May of 2023 is
It
when it
was.
expired.
May,
So when
wow.
we're talking about the border crisis, the quote unquote crisis that happened underneath the Biden administration, you guys seem to forget who put Title 42 into place and the fact that Title 42 had an effect on the border.
Oh, yeah, I understand that. I'm not saying Biden wasn't horrible at everything. I'm just saying the left.
And
No,
underneath the Biden administration,
right,
they
but you're
tried to push.
saying that Biden had policies that let them in, and yet you have yet to be able to show me that.
Also, underneath Title 40 or underneath the Biden administration, they tried to push 6 floor plans, or not floor plans. Sorry, I'm applying to
Immigration
apartments.
bills. You're looking at floor
Immigration
plans.
bills. Yeah, I'm looking at floor plans right now. They tried to push 6 pieces of legislation and they couldn't do it because the Republicans kept shooting it down.
Yeah, if I could compare today's narrative of we need to focus on Americans before illegal immigrants, I saw a lot of people saying, "Look, we should have sanctuary cities and let
No,
all
not
of them."
should have.
No.
What is it? What is a sanctuary jurisdiction? What does it mean?
Well, these states have
They're not
care.
sanctuary states, they're cities.
Right, I'm saying the states, the cities within the states
What does
have
it
a.
mean?
Well, it's sort of a haven for them.
Nope, that's not what
Nope.
it means.
Well, you can't use that term.
Well, that's not what it means. I'm asking you, what does being, like, having a city clarify itself as a sanctuary jurisdiction, what does it mean?
Okay, I see what you're saying. I didn't mean to conflate words there.
Hmm.
Well, yeah, I know it's a city, but it's how they can be cooperated with authorities.
Right. They are not required to cooperate with authorities for simple, like, traffic things and things like that. Correct. That's it. That's all.
Yeah, there's states that cooperate and there's states that don't like to cooperate.
There's cities.
Cities, I meant.
Yeah.
Forgive me,
Yeah.
cities.
Hmm.
And it seems like Democrat cities are now in the pattern of not cooperating.
They don't have to.
Right.
State
So they
laws.
say they're. It seems as though they're pushing. Let's take care of these illegal immigrants first, and let's
How?
have.
How does that do that? How does that translate to that by
Well,
not
why wouldn't they
cooperating?
cooperate with the agenda that was voted for?
That no, they've been
Except,
doing this way before this, for one. For two, that is because there's no reason when somebody is a hardworking immigrant who gets a traffic ticket for them to then have to be picked up by ICE. There's no reason for that. They are a net benefit to this nation. That's why.
yeah, but they are finding people that are net negatives.
But no, 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 no. They're finding people who have done bad things. That wouldn't be a net negative. Net meaning in totality, they are a benefit. That's not how that works.
Well, if they're solving crimes or if they're committing crimes,
Right.
trafficking, wouldn't we want them out of here?
Yes, and that is already the law. You
Okay,
pick
so
them up. They go through their due process and their court date here. Most of the time, if they're convicted, they serve time here and then they are
excuse me.
deported.
Excuse me, I need to get some water real quick.
You're fine. Please do. You guys, everybody, take a sip actually while we're here. Stay hydrated.
I'm doing applications for apartments. When we look at the floor plan,
When you look at the floor,
can you like not? Here's your whiskey moment. Oh shit. Okay, bye. Fuck you, I guess.
Okay, thank you.
nope, you're fine.
So I can't remember. It was a while. Did Trump create the Remain in Mexico?
No,
No.
Who created Remain in Mexico policy?
Mm,
let's see, because it would have been a public health policy, so it wasn't like something he came up with. It was just
Thought
something
it
he
was
enacted.
under his administration, but maybe you're right. CDC could have.
I guess technically calling it Remain in Mexico was created under him, but it was under something that was already like MPP. So like he just used it, right? Like he just created a name for something that already existed, the Migrant Protection Protocols under
mhm.
Title 42.
Okay, so he just
Yeah.
rebranded it?
Basically, or like saying like, hey, we're going to institute this policy based off of this set of laws that we're able to initiate.
He likes to throw his name on things.
Does like to do that. That's true.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if Obama had it.
No,
Obama did not have Remain in Mexico.
Nope.
no.
It
So
was
when
But again,
was
it was only triggered because of a national health emergency.
okay, and then Biden. So Trump did start the national
He didn't
health emergency started it.
triggered it, yeah.
So they needed something to actually say, okay, look, illegal immigrants, you can't be here under this.
well,
No,
what
it's
makes him
not that. So what it did, all that it did, was it took legal immigrants, actually. We're not even talking about illegal under Remain in Mexico. Remain in Mexico, we're talking about legal immigrants. We're talking about legal asylum seekers. And we are just saying because of the national health emergency we have going on in our country, you can still apply for asylum, but you need to wait in Mexico while your case goes through instead of waiting here while your case goes through. This has nothing, actually, Remain in Mexico has nothing to do with illegal immigration at
Nope.
all.
All it was a program to keep people who were applying for asylum in Mexico, which
Mhm.
actually upped the crime risk of young women and children
Yeah.
dealing with trafficking and of that nature.
You're right. I don't know why I said asylum and confusing that with illegal. Forgive
No,
me.
you're fine. I was just making clear for the chat
Can
too,
you
that, like
tell
when
me
we're
what
talking about
ille-
remain in Mexico, it has nothing to do with illegal immigrants.
Right. I would
Can you
say
tell-
sneaking in through different ports of entry or
But
through
under
the
8
border.
USC 1158, that's technically not illegal.
If you're seeking asylum, you can do that.
Wow. So we have a very lenient border patrol policy
Sure. If
No,
you don't,
compared to
that's
most
our
here's the
countries.
thing. That's fine. If you disagree with the asylum law, there's lots of people who disagree with the asylum law and the way it's written. I don't have a problem with you disagreeing with that. But then again, I go back to my original question, which is why isn't a majority held Republican Congress doing anything legislatively to change it or make it better or long lasting?
Yeah, I think in today's climate, there are attempts to get rid of them using ICE, and hopefully all cities will
Right, but they're
cooperate.
doing it illegally. They
Right, but
can't.
they're not- yeah.
They're going through the process. They are actively doing the process, the quote unquote right way. Which, when you look into 8 USC 1158, states that you have 365 days in order to claim asylum. You could come in through skydiving, a submarine, whatever the case might be, but you have 365 days to claim asylum, and then you have to go through the process. The process takes a long time. It can take up to decades because we don't have the amount of people in order to take care of asylum processes and asylee seekers. The Trump administration is putting ICE into these courtrooms and deporting people while they're going through the process.
Yeah, I've seen some of that, but I've seen also people getting let go. So I don't know how many they're actually detaining and releasing in back to
They're letting
Mexico.
them go because they don't have any, like, they don't have any criminal record, or they're U.S. citizens, which Kristi Noem lied about and said that they're not detaining U.S. citizens when they are. Like, the cruelty of this is the point. Like, I have no problem with us getting out criminals, but I also don't want to see ICE outside of my kid's school waiting on parents, or ICE in my cities. Like, that is not what we need to be saying. If we want long lasting reform, what we need to do is let CBP and ICE do their job, but not as a fucking terror force. Instead, we need to be funding immigration judges. We need to be funding border patrol agents so that the process is faster.
We don't.
The, the, so you're fine with the legal means to deport them.
The issue isn't the deportation. The issue is the fact that they aren't getting their due process,
Right.
which everyone is entitled to.
Yeah.
Okay, so there is a mix up here because a lot of I think people on the right think the left are for open borders and easy access to America and American systems, and I don't know if that's true with you people.
I mean, me personally, I would still want some sort of, I'm not saying get rid of border patrol by any means. I think we would still need that. I think that's totally fine. I think we would still need a system, but I don't have, like, this open border thing is silly to me. What I mean by open borders is I mean fund immigration judges. I mean fund border patrol. I mean make it easier for people to get here from countries that we as the American government has destabilized. Like, I don't have any issue with that because I know they are a net benefit to our nation. I know that our nation relies on them. So I want them to be legalized so they have the same exact benefits as I do.
I would say the ones today currently are, but at what point do we keep adding more to where it becomes a sort of a pressure on the system?
But again, that's a hypothetical that we can't account for.
Well, when the list of demands seem to keep growing.
What's the list of demands?
So you have universal basic income, universal health care.
Yeah, why is that bad?
And are you wanting those to be applied to all of the illegal immigrants that do, or the
They would pay into it, so yeah, they should be able to benefit from it.
If everyone pays into the system, everyone should benefit from it.
So, but what is the cap of letting people in, though?
Why should there be a cap?
Because
plenty
I'm
of room.
curious. I'm curious with the problems we already have today with spending. How is
We
it
don't
where
have universal health care.
Okay,
We don't
but
have
address
that's
those
because
issues. Here's
we
my
have
thing.
a
No, I agree
population
with
of
you, Deep Dive.
330 million.
So Deep Dive, I agree with you. Those things are issues. The amount of housing, how much housing costs, things like that. That has nothing to do with immigrants, though. Like, we're putting blame on people wanting to come here and make a better life instead of actually focusing on getting at the corporations who are buying up the land to build and charging a ridiculous amount of money. The amount of fucking like high-end apartments that I see versus like actual low income that's being built is ridiculous. Why not go after the actual people doing the wrongdoing, not the immigrants?
Well, that's a good point. Going after the people doing the wrongdoing. It looks like the places they're leaving from have something going on that's wrong. So is there a
Right.
cartel issue that needs to be addressed more?
Well, we need to stay the fuck out of their politics would be one.
But I mean, at what point are cartel members becoming terrorists?
Where do cartel members get their weapons from?
Oh, from all sorts. I mean,
Majority.
but I can't connect that to Trump, making that
connect
better
it to
for
the
them to do
US.
that.
No, but I'm saying Trump is
That's
not
an
doing
old-
anything about that. He is vilifying brown people instead of actually going after the issue, right? We already had the court system this year strike down a court case from Mexico because Mexico was suing our American government for supplying weapons to the cartels. And they were like, nope, can't sue for that. They should be able to. Why can't they sue the gun manufacturers for sending down weapons to Mexico?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I bet a lot of these guns are illegal they're getting.
They are
US
legally
sold.
selling them to the cartels in Mexico.
Wait, what cartel member is buying from a gun?
Multiple. There are multiple cartel members that are getting. What is the name of the operation? I can't remember.
The one under Obama, Fast and Furious?
That fire, yeah, the thing where they were selling firearms to Mexico.
Yes, and that to me is the establishment that I'm trying to get rid of. I don't want to be
He's
a part
not
of that.
though.
But
That's
he's
not what he's
not.
doing. He's threatening war with other countries instead of actually addressing the factors that need to be dealt with.
We're striking
Brittany-
boats. No. We are striking boats in the Caribbean without necessity to do that. We are doing things illegally. Trump is a war criminal.
Which we all are. That's fine. But
Correct.
again,
I do believe we do. There's a world separate from the common folk, that there are layers to the political theater that we have to go through.
Sure.
Hopefully, and I don't mean we need war to get to peace. Some
But
people
again,
do believe that.
you came up talking about the border and immigration, and I'm still yet to see where the negative is.
Well, like I said, that was one of the issues at the beginning. There's more than
How
more
is
than
it an
that.
issue?
Well, if we had people flying into cities, and then there's people in Chicago and city council members saying, "Look,
Why are they in Chicago?
Why were they there?
Why are they in Chicago?
Well, because there were so many coming in that they were flown
No.
in.
No.
Nope.
Greg Abbott and DeSantis decided they can't deal with it anymore. So places like Chicago and New York said, hey, you know what? We'll take them. They didn't receive extra federal money from the government like
And again,
Greg
those were
Abbott and
legal.
DeSantis does.
Legal.
Well, why
immigrants.
is it Texas's responsibility
Because
to take
they're
them
a
all
border
in?
they're a
It's
border
not,
state.
but they get more
But
money
who's-
because they're a border state.
Right, but if you're a sanctuary city, wouldn't you want them to come in?
Then send the money with them. That's not
then
why they
give
did
them
it.
the
It was a
money and
political
stop
theater.
giving Texas that
Why-
money.
Doesn't Chicago have sanctuary city money?
No. Again, we just went over this. All that designating yourself as a sanctuary jurisdiction, all that it does is make it so that your local law enforcement does not have to work with federal law enforcement. That's it. They don't get money for that. It's not a federal thing that you can apply for and be approved for to be a sanctuary city. I already talked about this with you.
Okay, so
Hold on. I don't want
Yeah.
to pivot to New York. There's no point. We're still, again, even then, we're talking about legal immigrants again.
I thought sanctuary cities get normal federal funding, just like any other city, and they can use
So the
it for
state
that.
would get federal funding. The state would get federal funding for immigration. Those states do not get as much as Texas does.
Because Trump signed an order to strip federal money from sanctuary cities, because that was one of his incentives
right. So
to
what
stop
he's
people
doing
from
is he's
coming
saying,
here.
right. So all he is doing is he is saying, if you designate yourself a sanctuary city, I'm going to try to stop sending you the federal funds you are entitled to with the taxes you pay. And that has nothing to do with sanctuary city money. He is just saying, I don't like sanctuary cities. I'm going to try and withhold your federal funds.
Yeah, I'm not saying that they're receiving extra money. I'm just saying that they receive funding and they can use it on those sanctuary cities to
No.
help coordinate it easier.
No, they cannot
saying they
use
don't
federal
use it-
money. No, they cannot. They can use it. They cannot use it on like protections. All that it does is so that they can, like, let's say they have a big influx of asylum seekers. They can find them places to stay.
Well, that costs money.
Right. That is federal funding they're allowed to do. That has nothing. Every
Yes.
single state gets that. That has nothing to do with having sanctuary cities. Like Kansas gets stuff like that too. They get federal funding for that.
Right, but when this came to people coming in, Trump and Biden had different approaches, and one was to make it better for them to come in, and one was to make it harder.
No. Trump is
Trump-
making it. No,
He's
Trump
making it
is
harder
just
for
trying
them.
to scare people. No, he's not making it harder. People can still come in. He's just trying to scare the shit out of them by dragging them across streets and having ICE hit them with their cars and denying them due process and shooting pastors in the head with pepper balls. That is not trying to make the process. The thing is the right way to do this is to make the process easier so that people who are doing the right things are getting those, are going through the process. He is sending ICE to pick people up, sitting at their court dates, waiting for their asylum case. They haven't even gone through their asylum case, and he's having ICE pick them up.
Yeah, I don't know if those are just isolated instances, because I heard someone saying yesterday they're in Charlotte right now, and they do their
They're
sweeps,
doing Operation Charlotte's Web.
148
but then
arrests.
they leave. Then they leave.
No,
They're
they
not
don't.
staying.
No, they don't. They
don't
stay. Do you not
They don't leave.
muted myself? Do you
You're saying
not?
they're are you saying they're
Do you not
stationed there?
understand how long
Yes.
Operation Midway Blitz lasts? Do you not understand how long that operation in Chicago lasted? All they did is they picked up what they did in Chicago and are doing it in North Carolina.
So they
That's
stopped,
all they did.
stopped in Chicago.
But there's still ICE agents in Chicago.
But
Just
not
majority-
enough to. It seems as though there's a vision of them, being like the SS from
Yeah,
Germany.
they are.
That's what they
they
are.
are.
And
They're
that is
going
an
into, but they're
that's
going
extremely
deep
inappropriate.
dive, legitimately, human to fucking human. Okay, I am asking. Consider this an olive branch. Do you not see a problem with them sitting in the parking lot of a school while parents are waiting for their child to get out of school and they're being picked up by ICE?
Are they returning them, or are they?
We don't
shouldn't
know.
be
They
picking
shouldn't
them
be
up in
fucking
the
doing
first
that in the
place.
first place. They shouldn't be doing that.
If they are in a situation where they have not come in legally,
How do we know?
well, that's why they're detaining. But you're acting as though they're
but
being
then they're
rounded
detaining.
onto
They are
trains.
detaining
are.
US. They are
But this
detaining
isn't-
U.S.
this isn't
citizens,
a-
which they do
U.S.
not have.
citizens
But
have been picked up in this.
SS
No.
rounded people
Real
up.
quick. The comparison is for the fact that you just said it. They detain them, which means they detain based off of how people look. Because you don't walk around saying
SCOTUS allowed them
illegal on
to
your
do
fucking
that.
forehead. So they're picking up brown people.
Our current SCOTUS allowed ICE to do that. They said it's okay to do racial profiling. They said if someone is
Qualifications
speaking
pending.
fucking Spanish, you can detain them.
While the case
This
is
isn't
pending.
about illegal. This is about racism. This is about the system that this country was fucking built on. This isn't about the safety because U.S. citizens cause the most crime compared to
Right.
quote unquote illegals.
Again, I'm
and
not
you
saying the
still
negative.
can't tell me what an illegal is because you don't know the fucking law in which they goddamn broke.
So deep diver, I'm going to give you one more chance before I get ready to go. But
Well,
you,
The SCOTUS ruling wasn't the core reason of we're going to see if they're speaking Spanish or have an accent and then go after them.
that was their defense, is that they can.
Well, what I'm saying, it can be a contributor, it can be a factor.
So then
in
how
the
else are they picking
reasoning.
these people up then?
Well, I'm saying they're not looking for just Spanish accent. I think they've got probably history. They've got-
Interesting, because then you should look up the man. Thank you, Run the Jules. Jules in the chat. You should look up the man. He's a U.S. citizen working in a construction site. Hispanic man who is a U.S. citizen picked up 2 different times. He had his real ID and his information on him the second time, and they still brought him in because they said, we don't believe that. And they still brought him in. It is absolutely racial profiling. They are
That's all it
absolutely
is.
the SS. Remember, if you look Jewish, you're getting got. If you look Hispanic, you're getting got.
If you're black or brown, you're getting got.
Right.
U.S.
Which,
citizens.
I mean, is the inception of ICE. ICE was created after 9/11. That's what they're for. Like the random security checks that people get. I wonder why the random security checks are only people with Islamic last names. Interesting. You guys keep booping that screen. Let's get up to 30,000 likes while we're sitting here. We still only have 7 shares. Can we get that up to 15? Do you think you're surviving an SS raid? The problem is, okay, Deep Diver, I need you guys, everybody in the chat, I need you to understand something. Go read or watch a documentary about the lead up to World War II. Not after the fact, not the G-side, not the death camps. That's not where it started, guys. The SS existed before that started. And they were patrolling the fucking streets, being a bunch of goddamn thugs, and fucking with Jewish people, and fucking with gay people, and fucking with brown people. They did that for years before they started sending people to camps. I think you guys need to revamp on your history a little bit.
Are you telling him to pay attention in something they were taught
Yeah,
in fucking
go
school?
read up history again. Fucking stupid. Do lead up to. It didn't start out like that. I'm into black magic. Deep diver, what does that even mean? We just had a great conversation that you didn't understand, and you're into black magic. Sure, I am. I like the magic where Jesus did the loaves and the fishes. I like the magic where he turned the water into wine. I do like that.
I can't do that one. I gotta wait till Manny gets home to finish this one.
Yeah, I saw that too. JD Vance now blames cost of housing on illegals. They are both leeching off the federal benefit system because they can't get jobs and whatever, at the same time as they are stealing jobs and buying all the houses and bringing their diseased cattle in. Make it make sense.
Apparently, we're having a war on cows.
Yep, the war on cows. I don't think you are a... Because you said ally in your thing. I highly doubt it. I'm blaspheming, Patrick. Come tell me how I'm blaspheming. What am I blaspheming about? I didn't... That he did the loaves and fishes and that he turned water into wine. That's blaspheming. That's just true.
I think it's funny they forget parts of the Bible.
No, Roy, I'm not supporting him. He is the president. You don't have to support him just because he's the president. Because if he's an awful person, you don't have to support him. He's not doing anything beneficial for the American people. Yeah, pushing the cows over the walls.
By the way, guys, Monica has that goal above her head. If we can at least get that to halfway through, that would be great.
I meant to do. Izzy gave me a pocket kick, by the way. So let's W Izzy. Izzy did give me a pocket kick.
Damn, Izzy, you gave her a pocket kick, but not me. Fuck you, Izzy.
No, I haven't seen Izzy in a while, too.
I'm teasing Izzy. Izzy's been busy with work.
Oh.
You know, busy. I said busy to combine the word busy, Izzy and busy. Wow, holy
busy,
fuck!
Izzy.
Hang on, busy, Izzy.
Izzy.
Buzz, buzz.
Trump was harder on immigration than Biden, not in a long-lasting way. You get a Democrat in that office, and that all goes away, and then you guys start over. I don't talk to dirty mouth people. I don't like my dirty mouth. People will pay for me to talk dirty to them. But sure. Show your support, move some of them into your house, and I'll know you're serious. I don't have to, because we can just fund programs that help them. That help them be citizens. Oh,
yeah. I do have the pocket kicks from you guys. I don't know why you were blocked, guy.
Wait, we can pay for that? Yep, links in bio. What did I just walk into? I'm so sorry. Look, I said they don't like my dirty mouth.
I gotta keep my mouth shut because we're on the internet.
Linda,
I was just gonna say though, like, I take every opportunity to flirt with Monica. Sorry, not sorry. Doing some more applications. By the way, I did talk about this earlier, guys. If you want to help out with me and Manny in our new apartment, I will be posting the Schmisslish on my the tree.
There was somebody who said we have citizens in need here. Yeah, we can do both. Don't know if you know that.
But hold on, because even then,
do both.
That argument is null and void because you guys were okay with
cutting SNAP.
Yeah,
WIC,
so you don't care
Medicaid.
about you don't care about American citizens. I don't want to hear that shit anymore.
It's just an excuse that you have because you just hate all the people. You just don't like people.
So I don't want to hear it.
Y'all's Thanksgivings are going to be real interesting, but I don't.
Junk. We are staying in TN. Just until
Oh my goodness, Jason, thank you. Oh, there's that one.
Oh, it's a clown. I'm like, what the fuck is going on
in the box?
You're like, what the fuck?
How do people not understand the Democrats use starving people as leverage? I think that both sides used people as leverage. So the Republicans gave us the choice, not us Democrats, just us people, gave us the choice of dying without health care or dying without food. Trump could have used the contingency funding that he used in the first shutdown under his first term, to kind of quell that, just to kind of give us a stopgap. People could have gotten their SNAP funding and survived. And then he could have directed his Republicans to actually negotiate, actually be a leading force and show they can sit at a table and talk to other people. And he chose not to do that. So,
Mm-hmm.
A pink and blue shark, I haven't seen you around these streets in a while. Are they thinking they won't be the majority by letting? I think so, Baxter. They think they won't be the majority by letting Latinos in. They also think they vote. So.
Mm-hmm. So I gotta wait till Manny gets home. I gotta wait till Manny gets home because he has to scan his fucking ID.
But that's why everybody's getting their SNAP benefits now, not because of the contingency funding. We got our SNAP benefits because the government reopened.
And even with that, there's no benefit. There's no guarantee that the I lost it. Never mind. It'll come back to me.
Robert, hi. How are you today?
All right.
Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did.
Okay. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
52 in Texas.
All right. Why are you still supporting Trump?
Because his policies are working. The border is safer.
What was it unsafe before?
Yes, it was.
Show me that.
How was it unsafe?
Most of the people that ICE is arresting anyway are cartel.
Show me that.
And ones that are bringing drugs in.
Prove that. Prove that to me.
Give me proof.
It's all over.
All over
Prove
where?
that to me besides coming out of Kristi Noem's lips. Prove it to me statistically with their arrest records.
I don't have their arrest record.
Because it didn't have.
But you don't
Not
have
true.
the arrest.
Well,
do you have the arrest record?
I do. We do. So it has been reported that 2/3 of the people that they are picking up and detaining do not have criminal records.
Okay. And you talk about them raiding job sites, correct? And supposedly taking people?
They
Not
use
supposedly they are.
They use ITINs to get these people's information.
They've raided job sites since the 90s.
I agree with you. I know.
Okay, and that has nothing
I
to
agree
do
with you.
this
They
current
have been doing that.
administration.
I never agreed with that.
Why not? They're illegal.
What makes them illegal? What law did they break?
They come across the border and not come in legally.
What
whether
law?
they're Hispanic.
Which law?
What
Which
law?
law is that?
About, I don't know what the clause called, but
What is the title number
how do you
that
know
we
it's
have for
illegal?
immigration laws?
because we all know it's illegal.
No.
No, I know what the I know what the
I know
list
what the law
says.
is.
So
Not
are
the
y'all
list. I'm
saying
looking at
that we
Amazon.
should just have open borders and anybody come across it?
Did
wants to?
anyone say that?
I love when you guys
That's what
do
y'all are
that.
saying.
Nope.
No.
I'm saying you have an opinion on something that you don't know about. That's what I'm saying.
You don't know the law.
Oh, okay. But you're saying that I don't know the law, but y'all can't. Y'all are saying that everybody that's over here illegally should be legal.
That's
You
not what I'm
can't tell
saying.
me what makes them illegal.
Actually, I am fine with the people who are here illegally becoming legal. That's fine.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this question: if the people that have been picked up that's been here 20 or 30 years, they've had plenty of chances to become legal.
It takes that long to wait for an
that long.
asylum process, nor even
Not-
another
not
form
whenever-
of a visa.
Not whenever your presidents pass where they let so many become legal at a time. Every president has done
The
it.
presidents don't give out status.
They don't.
like
they don't
that.
pick and choose that. That's not their choices.
They have to go through the court process depending on what kind of status they are seeking.
And you talk about us sending them back. What about Mexico that's sending them back?
No, they're accepting them back. They're saying we will take them, is what they're
Oh,
saying.
they're taking them back, but anybody that's further on coming to Mexico, they're sending them back.
I don't care about Mexico's laws. I'm talking about.
Do
the
I live
United
in
States
Mexico?
laws.
I don't live in Mexico. I live in the U.S. So does Monica.
Talk about
so
their laws.
why would I
That's
care
silly.
about what Mexico's doing?
Because
About our
y'all think
laws.
it's so
You don't
bad
know.
that we're deporting the ones that aren't over
No,
here
the
legally.
issue that I'm having is the fact that we're not giving these people due process, and you're just deporting them because they're either speaking Spanish or they're black and brown.
Well, the Democrats did the black
Nice the whataboutism.
Sure.
No.
I don't even care. Sure. What does that have to do with what Trump is doing? That he is not instigating long-lasting reformation and legislation for immigration. He's firing immigration judges instead of hiring them. So it's going to make the process take even longer. Why is he having fucking ICE in our streets to scare the shit out of our neighbors?
If they're not doing nothing wrong, you ain't got nothing to be scared about.
How do you know? Because they're just detaining brown people.
Okay. That's what y'all say.
No, it's what's happening. Actively, what is happening in front of your face?
I just saw the after Midway Blitz. I just saw, wasn't it only like 18 arrests that came out of that?
Pretty much.
The hundreds of people they detained, it was only 18 actual arrests. So again, you are detaining and scaring the shit out of people for no fucking reason.
The tactic that the Trump administration, majority of Republicans have, is just fear mongering. You voted in a lame duck president. Congratulations, Robert.
Who's not going to do anything. You don't know the law.
Oh, yeah, you're correct. But you want to throw your little Bible up there and throw your Bible up there in there?
You want to talk about it?
What does the Bible have to do about this?
You can pivot to the Bible. What do you want to talk about?
You are taught to love the immigrant, regardless of who they are. You are taught to love thy neighbor as you love thyself. And Robert, I don't think you love yourself enough because you don't care about these people.
Yeah, whatever. Y'all are the ones that don't ever listen to anything.
I'm listening to you. You have given me no factual information.
You haven't either. What facts have you given that
we just gave you that 18 people out of do you know what Operation Midway Blitz was, Robert?
No, I don't know what it was.
Do me a favor, go look up what Operation Midway Blitz was, and then maybe we can have a conversation about other factual information instead of basing it on some kind of book you want to sit and pretend you're high in morality in. Because if Jesus was to walk across that border, y'all would fucking deport him because you would be flabbergasted because he's not a white man.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. W. Oya for the swab. Yeah, maybe read the book. I don't know what the pivot to the Bible was about. That was weird. But if you want to pivot to the Bible, we can. Love thy neighbor and treat the sojourner the same as you would when you were a stranger in the land of Egypt. But whatever.
I hate it when
nearly all immigrants detained in Trump's Chicago raid had no criminal conviction. Yep. 16, excuse me. Of the 614 immigrants arrested in the Chicago operation, which began in September, just 16 had significant criminal histories.
That's weird.
According to DHS.
That's suspicious.
Lai, how are you today?
Oh, it's not quite Friday, but we're getting there.
We're getting close. It's hump day. We got to get over the hump and we'll get there. Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, ma'am. 3 times.
Okay. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
53, California.
All right. Why are you still supporting Trump?
Well, he's our president.
You would support him what if your president was Schmittler? You would support that?
Oh, what a weird thing to say. Why would you?
Because I'm saying, like, you're saying that we should support him because he's president. If the president is an awful person, we don't have to support him. That's weird.
Why would you compare him to Schmittler?
Because he was a leader, is what I'm saying. Like, he was the leader of a nation. So just because Trump is the leader of a nation doesn't mean I have to support him.
Schmittler killed 6 million
And Trump
Jews.
Trump was okay actively unaliving millions of American citizens by cutting the opportunities for them to receive SNAP.
There's difference between
because he was going to allow American citizens to starve.
We could talk about USAID.
You guys are so delusional.
Hundreds of thousands of people
the moral
that are unaliving because of cutting USAID.
It's hilarious.
I'm not comparing him to him. Your reasoning for why you support him is because he is president. Did you support Biden in the same way?
Yes, I did.
No,
I don't believe that.
I didn't? See, I don't believe anything you say then.
Why are you still supporting him? If you don't trust me,
then I don't trust you.
What policies
Why do you support
have you still supporting him?
Why do you support Epstein?
Says the one who voted for the man who's best friends with him. No. Lie. Explain to me why the Trump administration is reopening the case in New York instead of being allowed them to release the fucking list. Because Trump understands the fact that when New York opens the new case, they cannot release the files because it's an open investigation. Why is Trump hiding from the files, Lie? Why is Trump hiding from the files, Lie? Why is Trump hiding from the files, Lie? See, you guys like to pretend you come on this high morality complex because you want to throw your things forward towards Bill Clinton, right? I don't give a fuck who is on the
angry over him. He's trolling anyway. He's always.
But even then, to the 220 people, I give 2 fucks who's on that list. I don't care their political affiliation. I don't care who they are. Throw them under the goddamn prisons. No, Lie, the only coward is you, and I'm sorry that your wife doesn't love you.
If you want to say that we voted for people who were involved, I don't know who you're talking about. Who? Lock them all up. You wouldn't know because I critique the people that I vote for. As I vote for them, I actively critique them. You don't. Interesting. He's always in there trolling. That's just the way he is.
This is when I say, and I echo what Reggie and Paige and Mel talk about, if you are married to a Trump supporter, divorce.
Like, you guys just hate brown people. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
That's all you have left.
Mm-hmm.
Michael, how are you today?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to come up here.
You are absolutely fine, Michael. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.
I thought he was sleeping, and I'm like, I'm sorry I disturbed your slumber.
Yeah. No, I want everybody to be clear. If I found out my dad was in those files, I would dig his ass up and then put him under the jail.
Mhm.
He's already dead. Don't give a fuck. That's the difference.
You got a point, though.
Well, and I want to be clear that I will not say I agree with Audie. Like, Trump didn't campaign on the files because it wasn't something he said in rally speeches. But he did have his interview on Fox where he did say he would release them. But he was even cagey about it then, right? But he put it out there. And his QAnon tinfoil base held on to that. And they were like, okay, well, he's going to release it. And then all that he did was his political stunt because he likes headlines. He did his political stunt where in March, he had all those right-wing podcasters hold up their little binders with the 33,000 pages that was already previously released in 2024. They just re-released that information because he wanted the headline. Look, I did the thing. But people were like, wait, that's not what we wanted. We wanted the rest of it. Yeah, no, Fox did edit it and then they didn't get sued. It's interesting, right?
I mean, they're still holding on that case for Dominion, I believe.
Yeah, they will. I don't know. Did they actually pay it yet? I don't know if they paid it yet.
I don't like to keep up with Fox News. That's just me, though.
Yeah, Trump lost his case for CNN. I know that for the big lie.
He did something with ABC recently, I think.
So the journalist who asked him about Khashoggi, he wants to remove her. So he wants to pull ABC's credentials because of the question that she asked him. Because it put him in hot water because he basically answered. If you guys don't know, Khashoggi was a Washington Post journalist, also really pro human rights, who was brutally strangled and then dismembered with a bone saw by the Saudi government. And so Trump was asked about that as he's sitting with the person who told them to unalive Khashoggi. And he was like, well, things happen. That was his answer to that. Things happen. And so since she decided she was going to ask him that question, he now wants to go after ABC and either get her fired or pull their credentials to be able to be news media. He also called her insubordinate. She doesn't work for him. The media doesn't work for him. So she can't be insubordinate to him. Yeah, and then said, you're not going to be rude to him. They unalive people in that country on the day. I guess we forgot 9/11, guys. It finally happened. We forgot it. We forgot what the Saudis did. Interesting. Hi, Ruben. How are you?
Hey, what's up, Monica?
What do you want to talk about today?
Hey, I don't know. I think one of your moderators keeps trying to get me up here, and then he muted me in the chat, but I was like, I haven't even said anything in this chat.
You've been commenting a lot, dude.
I never know which way is up with you, Ruben, because like most of the time you disagree, and then there's times where you agree. I don't know. I don't know what to do with you.
Well, my thing is we don't have like I don't know if you know anyone that works for ICE or anything like that, but we don't know what criteria they're going off of. You know what I mean? So we view it as
The criteria
no, but like
is if they are speaking Spanish and they're black and brown, we take those people in. That is the
no,
criteria.
because my background, I have family that's not. You know what I mean? But they're not American. My background's Romanian American.
You're white.
But you're right. But you're white passing. That's not who they're looking
No,
at.
but I know some that did get deported. So it's not just they're not
Where
just
were they
targeting.
detained?
What's that?
Where were they detained?
Oh, I don't know. I think they just got a final warning to get deported and then they left.
Like everyone in the
Right,
comments.
so they were
can
like an
say-
overstayed visa that they already were documented and knew about, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying. So if they're going after
That's-
these people that are overstaying their
different,
visas,
Ruben.
it doesn't matter what color they are. You know what I'm saying?
That's
They
different. Overstayed
There's
visas are
nothing
different.
different.
It is different because overstayed visas are going to be documentation where you have a specific subset of ICE or probably most likely CBP, who goes after them and goes and gets them because they have their names on a list for people who have overstayed visas. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about sending ICE into cities just off RIT and then just picking
Because
people up.
Because those are cities that probably have a lot of people that overstayed, whether it's their protection status or their visas or whatever
They
they tried to
specifically
claim.
no. No.
Some of these people, when they're getting deported, you hear their stories, and it's like they were here for like 19 years and they never be. How do you stay in a country for 19 years and you're not a citizen? It doesn't make any sense.
The process is long and time consuming, and it also costs a lot of money, and people don't have that money to drop everywhere. Plus, we don't have the right amount of immigration lawyers and visa people to take care of said issue because your president decided to fire a lot of people.
How do you know? But that's the thing. You guys don't know. What if they are going to a detainment center and then they are getting their, you know what I mean?
We
Like
would
an
have case numbers then, and their lawyers are saying that's not true. They're not getting case numbers to be seen in front of a judge to contest their deportation.
because there's too many of them. I think even what's
That's
his
not
name,
how that works. But
Obama
the
did
law
the same
says, I don't
thing.
care. That's not how that works. The law says they are entitled to that. The
Also-
Constitution says they are entitled to that. I don't care that it takes too long.
If they've been here for 19
No, but
years,
what's
they
that
weren't
thing
bothering
where-
people for 19 years.
But how do you stay here for so long and you don't want to like go through the process of becoming a
How do you
citizen?
know
It
that they
makes no
aren't?
sense.
How do you know that they aren't going through that?
19 years later or something like that. That's crazy.
How do you that this is a made up case you just made in your head, by the way. So how do you know that they aren't?
I don't know that they aren't, but it just
Okay, so
I've
that's
known
a
some.
made up hypothetical that I don't care about. You just said that it's going to take too long. The law doesn't care about that. So maybe make it easier by getting more immigration judges in there.
Why don't we fix the law? Why do we just put band-aids over it and just have people at the helm of the consequence
I
instead
think
of
it's
actually do something about it?
I think it's pretty easy. I think it only takes about 5 years. I'm just
No, it can take up to 10 years for the asylum process, and others it takes months on months, even years. It took my aunt, who was originally from Tunisia, upwards of 12 years in order just to get her visitation visa, and it took even more time for her to become a citizen.
Right. Yeah, because then you get your visa, then you got to do your green card. That takes a long time. Then you can apply for your naturalization.
And it
and
depends
citizenship.
what country you're from, because they have a lot more consequences or trials to go through, especially if you come from places like the Middle East. That is why refugee systems are a little bit easier when it comes to becoming a citizen.
No, I don't think that's true. A lot of the people that I know, they came here from Romania or like Eastern Europe, and they
Romania,
within
yeah.
5 years.
White
Yeah.
people,
Yeah.
white people, they're
White
white
people.
presenting.
Cool.
I'm
Dude, it
not
doesn't
talking
matter.
about the people
There's
who came
no
here
like
from Europe.
categorization.
People
They're
coming
not
from the
categ-
Middle East and people coming from countries in Africa, it takes longer.
Where is that? Like in any?
They
Is there
have
like
harsher stipulations because they have longer background checks, which is fine. I don't have an issue with that. But again, it takes longer.
But where are you guys getting this information for? That certain countries are placed on a list that it takes longer. It makes no sense. Because that's the thing. It's like we're like overly criticizing ICE, but we don't
No,
know what
I'm
criteria
It's
they're
not
going
just
after.
ICE,
I'm
it's the
criticizing them
immigration
just right.
process. It's the entire process that needs to be fixed.
I know, but when they do it separately for every cause. You know what I'm
brought Blue up.
saying?
Ruben, do you know how long it takes to even become a permanent resident in the United States?
It just depends because I've known people that went from like
Do you
just
know
coming
how
across to
long-
being a citizen
how
within
long it takes on
less than 10 years.
on the long end? It can take
depends,
up to
you're
10
right.
years. Yes.
It depends.
Do you
You're
know
right.
how long you have to be a permanent resident before you can become a citizen?
I think it's 5 years.
5 years. So it can take somebody 15 years to become a citizen in the
And
United
they're
States.
deporting
And they
legal
don't,
residents.
and they don't have to be a citizen if they don't want to be a citizen.
Yeah, they can just be legal residents. They
But
just have to
but
up their residency card every so often.
but even with the math that we just pointed out, it can take them up to upwards of 15 years to become a citizen.
I think that just happens to people that come here illegally from the from the
What
original
makes it illegal?
standpoint.
What is the illegal process that they are doing?
When you come across twice, you know what I'm saying, it becomes illegal.
What law is that? Give me the code.
I can't remember. It was something that
So
was
then you
passed in
can't
the
talk about how
It
it's
was in the
illegal because you
90s.
can't tell me what makes it illegal.
It was a bill in the 90s where if
I don't give a fuck about the 90s.
What? If you
Have
come
to Google
across
it.
twice, it's that. Yeah, do that. You're on a smartphone right now. Go do that.
Also,
okay, just a sec. I'm
applicants,
gonna go pull it up because I know it was
do it.
it was like
You don't
a,
have
it was,
to talk about doing it. Go fucking do
Yeah,
it,
go
Ruben.
find it. I would like to read it. No, I really would like to read it. Go find that.
But I'm just saying, in the same time, can
No,
you guys look
Go fucking do it. You don't need to fluff it up. Applicants born in China and India in employment-based categories, example EB2, EB3, face some of the longest waits. Applicants born in Mexico and the Philippines in certain family preferences categories also have long waits. Example, one source shows that employment-based green cards for India, the priority date backlog may go back to 2013 for certain categories.
Right, and again, it depends on the visa. But if you want like the Middle East, right, you have a new rule that prevents some applicants from circumventing long wait times by applying in a different country, potentially increasing wait time. So that's like in the Middle East, right? Like if you're coming from Iran, you may have to apply through an embassy in a third country, such as Abu Dhabi or Ankara, which can add logistical challenges. It can take longer.
And there's
He
always
even said
certain
it depends.
countries.
We know it depends. It depends.
And certain countries are always over prioritized over other countries.
Yeah, right.
Also, I didn't even take into account the so it can take up to 10 years to become a permanent resident.
Mhm.
They have to be here for another 5 in order to start the process of citizenship. And then the process can take 3 to 6 years. So they can be here for over 20 years before they even get their citizenship. And they're doing the legal process the entire time.
Okay, it's the illegal immigration act of 1996, something
What
like that.
code? A part of that.
1996.
Hold
Well,
on.
so it would have been a proposed bill. So let's see.
Yeah, and if they came twice, it became a crime. So when you guys say, "Oh, they're not criminals,"
No,
some are.
was it passed? I have to find out if it was passed. You're just saying this. That doesn't mean it was
You just-
passed. A proposed act.
And those countries that you guys listed, it's because they were on Trump's, wasn't it on their terrorist watch list or something like that? Where what list did Trump make? Like he called it the Muslim ban at first, which was messed up, but then he changed it.
No, it was the Muslim ban back in his original years when he was first president.
Yeah,
and
so
then
obviously-
he added more countries to it. And even under the quote unquote Muslim ban, he still allowed refugees from Syria, Iraq, and Iran to come to the U.S. under refugee status because of a G-side happening to Christians in the Middle East.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it's, you know what I mean? Like it is illegal to cross twice.
No,
No.
you're
And then-
citing. No. What he's citing the IRA. If you have been-
1996.
if you have been deported and then cross over,
Which is the
that
same
is
thing
then-
as
no, that's not the
Yes,
same thing as
it's the
coming
same
through
thing
the
as-
first time. It's not. No, it's not.
no, not the first time. They go
Right. So
they
why
go
are we
through the
talking about
first time.
that? What does that have to do with anything?
Because if they go through the first time, then they get deported, and then they come back again. It's a crime now.
Why are we not talking about them coming over the first time?
Right. We're talking about them coming over the first time. I'm talking about what he's doing right now. He's not doing anything long lasting. It is just fear mongering.
71.5% of all immigrants in ICE detention right now have no criminal convictions. That includes the quote unquote crime of improper entry.
Is overstaying a visa a crime?
You have to be charged with a crime. So I don't know if it's technically like you're violating the
found
terms of your
guilty.
visa, right?
Correct.
But
You have to be found guilty of it because people like Melania and Elon Musk overstayed their visas.
No,
But they were
didn't.
deported. Yes, they did.
She said in an interview.
Elon Musk overstayed his visa for
He
27
didn't
days.
overstay. He violated his. So his was a student visa. He was supposed to be going to school and not working on it. He then quit school and started working. That is where he violated his visa.
Melania said she went back to Slovenia every 6 months and got it stamped, so it's not illegal.
So overstaying a visa is
It's a civil offense, yeah.
offense.
Okay, but my thing is like, if the majority of the people that come across the southern border are Hispanic,
Mm-hmm.
going after them, how is that making it racist
It's racial.
when it's the
It's
majority that
racial
comes across?
profiling.
Racial
It's racial
profiling.
Do
profiling.
we not already have people who are Hispanic that are United States citizens?
No, I get that, yeah, but
Then why would you just base it on what they look like? Why would you just base it on them speaking Spanish? Because they're Spanish speaking US citizens.
because
They're
how?
Spanish- they're
Because when the
Spanish-speaking
majority of the
permanent
immigrants, I know, but it's like, you know what I mean. The majority of the immigrants that
No,
come
I don't know
across
what
the
you
southern
mean.
border are
You're excusing
Hispanic.
it. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
excusing
I'm not
it.
excusing it
You
because
are.
I've,
You are excused.
like I said, I've known people that got deported from,
I don't
you know what I
care.
mean?
We don't care. What
And I
does that have
said,
to
and I
do
said,
with
how did they
anything
get
we're
caught
talking
with an
about?
overstayed visa? That's a
Yeah.
completely different situation than people coming in for asylum cases, and that's who they're going after.
I know, but if they changed the laws to where they said now domestic violence is no longer a cause for asylum, they changed certain things. They got it more strict now. Even like,
But that's a problem.
Yeah, that's
So you don't-
bad.
That's
bad.
terrible. Do you not think a woman should be able to leave a country
What?
if she's dealing with domestic violence?
no, just get a divorce in your country. That's it.
Oh my god.
because that works well here too.
That
when
doesn't
women
do
leave
anything
DV situations.
beneficial
Do you know what the most dangerous time for a woman is in a DV relationship?
during the divorce
When they
because
leave.
she's more likely to be unalived.
Yep.
But it
Most
makes sense.
dangerous
You don't
time.
care about women who are going through DV situations.
I
You're
do
a
care.
shitbag.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
You literally just displayed.
Your
that you don't.
statement shows me you don't give a fuck.
Every country has divorce laws. I don't know the divorce laws in every country.
When is
but
the most dangerous time for a woman who is in a DV relationship?
When she's leaving. When
Yeah,
she's
I
leaving.
get that,
When
yeah.
she's
I'm not
going
gonna
through the
deny that.
divorce process.
So then when she's in danger because she's deciding to divorce her husband in another country and she's having in a DV relationship, she shouldn't flee that relationship and come here where she can have protections?
Why does she have to leave the? Would you leave the country if you get divorced?
if
from your
I was in
husband?
a
No.
Maybe
if
if
I
I
was in
needed
a
to, yeah.
dire situation where I wasn't safe anywhere, yes, I would leave the goddamn
If I
country.
needed to, yeah. What if
If
her
my
husband
parents-
is part of those cartels and they can track her down in these other countries? It's
Ruben,
safer
you're-
here.
Ruben, what you're displaying right now is male privilege. You are.
It's not male
Because
privilege,
it
dude.
is
It's
absolutely
male
male
fucking privilege.
It's absolutely male privilege. You are because you don't.
No, it's
you
just the
don't
privilege
see-
of in America
you-
we don't. You know what I
don't
mean? We have
see-
divorce.
You don't
It's
see
common.
how dangerous
Yeah, women
it is
die
for
here
women.
too from DV. I
Right.
don't know.
Women in the US are more likely to lose their lives during the process of the divorce, whether or not it was DV related. We actually live in a country where there are states that will not allow women to live a DV situation if they are pregnant. We live in a country where people in DV scenarios have to prove the fact that they're being abused by their partner in order to shorten the time span for a fucking divorce.
By the way, that was he did that in his first term and it was reversed because he does everything by executive order. So the Biden administration came in and said that's absolutely ridiculous and we're going to let women claim asylum for DV again. So.
Okay, but what about like other stuff? Like, you know what I mean? They claim asylum for like even like what does it
How
mean?
is it
Like
determined if they are
civil unrest or
They
whatever
have to go
going
through
on
court.
in their
they
town.
have
They
to
have
go through
to-
due process?
And Trump's not allowing them to do
I
that.
know, but if we're so behind because we're getting flooded with
Hire
immigrants,
more
Because
immigration
this current
how are we
judges.
gonna do it?
That's the
This is-
take it up with the Constitution, Ruben. Take it up with the fucking Constitution. They have
it
a
up with
right to due
Reagan.
process.
Take it up with Reagan
Yeah.
because these are laws that were passed under Reagan.
The Fifth Amendment is a thing. The 14th Amendment is a thing. They
I'm
have
just
a right
saying
to
we
their
don't
due
know
process
the
to their
criteria
cases.
that ICE is following. You know what I mean? We
I
just,
do.
If they speak
From the
Spanish, if
surface
they're
level-
black
Probable
and
cause.
brown,
It's probable cause. What is
But
probable
how do you
cause?
explain that olive towards some of the people I know that are
I
they're
don't care
white
about the people
Europeans?
you
I don't care about the people
What is
you know.
probable cause, Ruben? Because that's what their criteria is to pick people up off the street. What is probable cause? For
You have
ICE.
to have probable cause, even when you get pulled over by a cop. They can
But
say,
for
"Hey,
ICE specifically, what is probable cause?
I don't know. I don't
Exactly.
study the criteria." That's what
Being
I'm
brown
saying.
and
Like,
speaking Spanish. Yeah.
SCOTUS allowed them to do that. Do you not understand that?
when you know that the
SCOTUS
majority of the people
allowed
that come-
them to do racial profiling.
So when
because of the majority of the
So you
immigrants
love-
that come
you-
across the southern
Ruben,
border look a
excusing it
certain
again.
way.
Ruben, you love bringing up your anecdotal evidence. You love bringing up your token immigrants. when those token immigrants that you know were picked up by ICE, did ICE just like kick in the door and just round them up without any kind of like warrant or anything, or did they like
They were
have
given like
information
24-hour
about
period.
their
They were given
did they have their information about their visas, their overstayed visas? Did they already have that available?
yeah, and they were given like
So they
a
already had
notice
something
to
on them.
what's that?
So they already had something on them.
Yeah. Well,
These
that's the thing.
people are
This is
sitting.
different.
These
Europeans
people are
can't
sitting.
flood the southern
These
border. They have to come
people.
across.
These people are sitting in school parking lots, waiting for their child or dropping off their child, and ICE agents are coming up to the fucking window, breaking in the window sometimes, and taking in the mother while the children are seeing their mother or father being detained by fucking ICE.
And
I
some
get
of
that,
them
yeah.
have been U.S.
Empathy.
citizens. A lot of them have been U.S. citizens.
You lack empathy.
I don't lack empathy. I'm
Yes,
just
you
saying.
do.
Sometimes they'll get it wrong. I get that. Yeah. Sometimes they'll get
And
it
getting
wrong.
it wrong has led to millions of American citizens
And those people that
being
were in distraught
scared
now,
to
they
walk outside the fucking
Right.
house.
It's
they
fear
can
mongering.
they can sue and they can make money off of it. It's not. I don't think it's such a
It
big
shouldn't
deal.
be happening in the
shouldn't happen
first
to
place.
begin
That's
with.
the point.
What's that?
When ICE flew Black Hawk helicopters and rappelled into a apartment building in Chicago, detaining people from there, arresting and detaining people in there because they were black or brown.
Did they have a lot of gang violence in those?
Zip
How many
tying
people?
children.
What did I say, Ruben? Because you were in the chat when I said this. And how many people ended up having criminal records out of those hundreds of people they arrested?
You said 18.
You said
It's
like
16, and I was wrong. It was
16 or
That's out of the entire Operation Midway Blitz. Just in that particular case, when
That's
they
actually a
repelled,
lot of people
will you
for
shut
one
up
building.
for a second?
That is not. You can mute him.
for
if you
one
like.
building.
Go
No,
ahead.
They
Flynn.
that
repel-
was
when
for
they-
the
that was
entire
for the
operation in
entire-
Chicago.
The entire operation in Chicago, there were like 16 people that had criminal records.
Hmm.
When for that apartment building that I was just talking about, where they flew a Black Hawk helicopter and rappelled into the building and claimed it was this big win for immigration, 0 charges came from it.
Having children zip tied on the side of the fucking road.
Why?
Yeah, I'm
are
not saying I
why
agree
are
with
we-
it, guys. It's just
You're defending
it's
it.
like a how do I
You're
say it? It's
defending
almost
it.
like a-
You're not saying he's not doing anything wrong. You are coming up here saying in this current time frame that you're okay with it. You're not pushing away from it. You're not.
We are wasting money. We are traumatizing
I get it, but
people.
you guys-
We are traumatizing people. We're traumatizing children. For what?
You can't allow your empathy to bend every law. You know what I mean?
You lack
They're
it.
breaking the
They're
law.
breaking the law.
You lack empathy.
Our empathy is following the law.
You lack
No,
the
your
fucking
empathy
no
is
no no no
making
no
you
no
like,
no no.
oh,
You
What law
lack
are
the
we bending
fucking
with our-
empathy.
I want to find out what law are we bending with our empathy.
Well, like someone who's illegally here, you can't. I get it. You have empathy
How
for
do
them.
we
You
know
know
that
what
they're
I'm saying?
illegally
But
here?
they have to get
How do
deported.
we know if they're illegally here?
That's what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure ICE knows. They have a list of.
No,
people that
they
know.
don't.
They don't.
They
They're just
scoop
saying
them
that.
up
They're
in the
just
I'll
fucking
wait for
back,
ICE. I'll
and
do
then they
that.
have them sit in detention centers for months and months on a time, not having food, not having water, while people are trying to figure out where the fuck their friend or their partner or their family member went. You lack empathy.
They tell them the
Lakin-
detention center that they're going to.
Lakin just no, they don't actually, because they told my friend whose father was detained and actually decided to self-deport so that he didn't get sent to CCOT. They told them the wrong immigration center, and she had to drive all the way down to the other one.
We have a mutual. It took over 2 fucking days to figure out where her boyfriend went. 2 fucking
tell you,
days.
I don't think they're required to. Anyway, Lakin had posted about Ayman Solomon. He was an Egyptian immigrant. He was picked up with his immigration check-in. So he's doing his due process. He's doing the things he's supposed to be doing and checking in with immigration, and he was picked up and detained.
Because maybe they're not going to give him citizenship.
How would he know?
He's
He
in
hasn't
the
finished his
process.
court case. How would he know?
They're not allowed to pick him up until they know that he's not going to like this. You are bending over backwards to defend this inhumanity. To defend them
No, I'm
breaking the
not.
law.
I'm just saying.
But you know what's really funny? You know what's really funny though, Ruben? If this
Every
was
time I try to
hold
talk,
on,
it
Ruben,
just goes
shut the
off.
fuck up,
I
Ruben.
mean, after the DV thing, I'm kind of done with you. I'm not going to lie.
What's really funny is if this was happening to U.S. citizens, let's say in another country, if this is how we were being treated in another country, you would be absolutely fucking livid.
Oh,
But
yeah.
because these people are speaking Spanish, because these people are black and brown, because they don't look like you don't have a fucking problem with it. And that's where you lack empathy. When you want to come up here and say it's okay for women who go through DV situations not be able to claim fucking asylum, that shows
Yeah, that's
exactly
wild.
where you fucking stand.
Yeah, like Lakin said, he's been here on asylum since 2018. He's doing his immigration check-ins.
Again.
He's doing
Step
everything
on
he's
Legos,
supposed to be
slip
doing.
and cat piss.
He's doing everything he's supposed to be doing, and they're picking them up anyways.
Not only that, they're only allowed to hold them for 48 hours, but they keep them in there for months. That is illegal.
Back to Amazon shopping.
Woohoo. We need to get rid, like, I'm totally fine with getting rid of ICE. It only came about because of 9/11, which only fueled the Islamophobia that you all hold within yourselves.
Mhm.
I have no problem getting rid of those motherfuckers. None.
Also, hey, Erica.
Hi, Erica.
I did see Erica come in. Hello, Erica.
I apologize for people with their ears.
Ruben, you're not coming back up. Go away.
I told you to go step on Legos and slip in cat piss, Ruben. I mean that with the full
Sorry,
extent of my
ear
heart.
people.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Sorry, ear
earphone
people. Yes, I am making a wish list. I'm currently adding some more things to it. You know what? It was worth it. I saw someone comment about it, and John, sure, you come in here to support Monica. I appreciate you more and more. Okay? But me getting upset does not take away from the passion behind things.
Yeah.
My ears can take it.
I mean, he said that he was okay with him stripping asylum status for people applying for it from DV situations because you know what? Women can just get divorced. Like, I don't get why I'm quiet, Mamasaurus. I've got my microphone at the same level, I think. I'll turn that up.
It might be because I'm closer to my.
I can get close too.
I know. Then we can flirt like this in front of 204 people. Speaking of that, Monica still has a goal of 9-0 up there. If we can do a favor, can we do me a wow? If we can do, damn Naquan, why'd you kick blue?
You can take your powers away. I'm sorry, John. You feel like you're going insane? I do too when I speak to these people.
Yeah, and then him complaining about being Romanian and being like, wow, not the rich poor.
Seeing as you've got, looks like Netanyahu doing the PEG to Trump, I don't think that you're a op. I'm just gonna say. Well, I'm glad, Johnny. I'm glad we could be here for you in that way.
He was up there too long for my liking. It's crazy, Naquan.
That rude. You're an op with that imagery. Okay. We'll see. You're just yelling. Why are you just yelling? It's an interesting profile picture to have when you have Jesus as king as your bio.
I mean, Jesus did put the special button in the butt, so
That's true. So Dexter, you said you voted for Trump?
Yes.
No, you didn't.
you are a literal fetus. Bye. No. Bye. Go back to school.
No.
He said, "Stop." No.
He said, yeah. Like you didn't hear that? Excuse you? Cake slices, because it's my
Are
birthday
kids in
month.
school?
They wouldn't be on. I guess some of them. Some of them get breaks already. Like my kids are off next week, but
Saying in the comments, "I have so many facts" is crazy.
don't be scared. It's not that I'm scared. I don't talk to
TikTok
children.
TOS says
You cannot be
otherwise.
on here. Go
It is
away.
lunch.
They're on break for some people. Some people, kids are on break. Yeah, that's fun for me. My God.
What else do you need for like in a new apartment? Like Manny said we can get like whole new things, so I'm like
Ooh.
being cautious. So like,
I can't figure out. Okay, I'm making an Amazon wish list. How do you share it? I can't
so
find where you
what you
share it.
have to do, make sure you change your name,
Okay.
but you have to go to it and you hit the manage list button, and then you can make it public, or you can share it through your link tree.
I just like, where do I get the link to copy it to put it in my link tree?
The three dots up at the top. So when you go to your list, you're on the website, right?
Let me go. Yes, I'm on the website.
Okay, so go to the list.
My lists.
And then what you can do is click the list that you want to share. You click the 3 dots by the share button, and then you hit manage. And then the privacy would be you can click the privacy button and it can go public. And then you can put your email information and stuff like that there, and then save it and then put it in your tree.
I still think I'm gonna have to show it on, like, not on camera here, obviously. But like
Right.
somewhere.
We can do it over a Discord call.
Yeah, I think. Well, I gotta change my name. My Amazon name is my name, so I don't. need to
Money,
do
please
that.
be better at technology than RTP.
Look, I am.
Is it boomer level or is it Doug level?
It's
Technology usage.
like mine are RTPs.
RTPs.
RTP
I know
is
yours.
Peepaw. RTP
Oh.
is boomer.
I just know he has Jen to help with a lot of stuff.
I'll watch a YouTube tutorial. That's how I do things. No,
you know who
Amber.
can help you shit as
No,
well? My
not
new
like that at all.
My favorite comment I ever got from someone is like, "How do you know all these people?" And I'm like, "Because I've been on the block a while."
Mm.
Let me remind you guys, I may be young, but I'm an elder on TikTok. God, that was crazy.
I hope the blue just didn't come back. It just was like fine.
Just bye. Why are they at a high school? Trump and Vance are visiting Lejeune High School, where 10 Marines stand in front saluted as they arrived. They greeted students from several classes, including one advanced placement research, sat at tables where small groups of students were working on projects. Among the topics, there were artificial intelligence, researching social media. One report being presented explored electronic media effects on sleep and adolescent well-being. Another, I said that word correctly. I am so proud of myself. Another explored social media's impact on youth's body image and esteem. Their trip meant to show appreciation for military service members. Oh, Lejeune.
Yeah.
Oh, they're in North Kakalaki. I didn't. How did I pronounce it? Lejeune? How the fuck did I say that?
So Trump is speaking at the U.S. Saudi investment thingamabob, the forum.
Of course.
We had the worst inflation. Now we have a beautiful normal inflation. It's gonna
Like
come
a
down.
no.
We have a nice normal inflation. I mean, it's the same as when he came in. But sure.
Could you imagine going to school and all you see is Trump?
I'd walk out.
I'd be like,
I would tell my mom to come get me. I'd cuss him. I'd be getting suspended that day.
Mm-hmm.
He also said, "We're also making incredible strides to make America affordable again." That's a new word that they're using. Affordability.
It's okay. I'm here. Resume your normal.
I don't think you want to be here.
activities.
We're reading stuff from Trump. I'm upset. Man.
What is the current inflation rates? Do we know? Is it still 3%?
It's 3%, as far as we know, because they haven't like released.
Yeah, October they don't have out. September is 3%.
And they're saying they're not going to release the jobs report too. So
I guess that
hiding all
never
the information
happened.
now.
Mm-hmm,
But even Fox Business was displaying his lack of approval rating today. So
they've been on a weird thing. Wait, is he talking to the Saudis at the high school?
He's not at a high school. I don't think he's at a high school.
They went for first and second lady.
Uh,
Oh,
From
so the
Rwanda.
wives went there.
yeah.
I don't know if I'd be that mad at them. I'd just ask them if they need help out.
blink, blink.
Blink, blink, damn it, blink. I think first and second lady, I'm like, yeah, Trump and Vance went. And I'm like, oh, wait. So we have Olive Reed again.
They laughed at him too because he said, "I always want to be modest as I can. They say this has been the best 9 months that any president has ever had," and they laughed at him for calling himself modest. Because
Okay, I would just get suspended then.
yeah, no. Me too.
Yeah, I also didn't think Trump going to a school may not be good for optics. I
I-
pulled the
That's what I
fire
thought. When you said he went to a
alarm.
high school, I was like, who let him do that? Really? Right in front of my e-files?
right in front of my e-files. It's
Why
just
am I
like,
getting shared in RTP's Discord? What did I do?
uh-oh.
What did-
Are you?
Oh, it was him calling me out for not the technology. How dare you? How very dare you?
Is RTP in here?
No, he's on vacation in Mexico. He
Oh, that's
abandoned us
right.
this week.
Ah.
And it's his birthday today. So if you guys are in the Discord, I did nothing. If you guys are in RTP's Discord and you haven't wished the raggedy bitch a happy 40th birthday, what are you doing? You need to get in there. I told him that I hope him and his rugs have a wonderful vacation. And
That's crazy.
No, actual rugs.
Oh, I'm
And,
over here like, oh, there's his thing. I haven't muted.
And that
him,
it's been a
sorry.
boring week since he decided to go out for milk and not come back.
Wait, where were you called out?
Oh, he just shared where he shared that I shouldn't be a boomer about technology.
No, but where's the call out?
He posted the screen of my video in Gen Chat.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I only joined RTP's chat for the tea time chat. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't even go into that one that much anymore. It's
I
usually, like
with everything
Zaza
going
or
on with
Booger Bobby,
Patrick
I'm
and
like, I don't
stuff.
care.
Not the person's name. Jay's a simple. Oh, here it is.
Oh, that's Eli.
Oh.
I heard he went for milk and never came back. Was that your dad? Is RTP? Just said he was going to get milk.
I feel like a bad person. I like watching RTP. I'm just not into the community that much.
I know, dude, most of the time I just watch it later. Like I catch up on it when he's not on. I'll watch it while I wait for my kids and stuff. It's usually what I do.
Hashtag
Is like
my
I go
mom.
into your live, then I go live, and then I'll go into your live again if you do, and then I'll catch up on RTP, and then I listen to that all the way through until like Adi goes live. He changed it? I thought Jen might have changed it. Oh no, you changed it back to that after he had changed it. He doesn't know how to change names.
I didn't know there's a Sister Wives conclave. Yeah, no, I was more hanging out in tea time when the Patrick shit happened.
Mm-hmm. He's just lying. He's just at this forum lying. I care about jobs. We have more jobs. It was just announced. We have more jobs than we've ever had in the history of our country. We're going to be producing a lot more. What?
We're lucky he changes his clothes. That's crazy.
That's true. Maybe he isn't changing his clothes and he's just changing his hat. And he just wears like the same pants every single day.
Ew. Crunchy.
Yeah, well, like, as far as it's looking.
Look at the Discord. Look at the Discord.
Yeah, see? Episton.
Episton. I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna save that and use it.
No, as far
Thanks,
as we're
Blue.
looking at, for October, we've lost at least like 1 million jobs. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Like, his lies aren't working anymore, though. That's what the problem is.
Oh, madness. Let me look at that right now.
I don't think he can read. That's the problem. Oh no, what is that? I'm not gonna. I don't think I'm gonna try if I expand it, but I doubt it. Oh, there you go. Perfect.
Madness, thank you.
That's great.
I love it.
Oh, I was like, you better be scratching the scratch pad and not the carpet again.
That's what Whiskey likes to
Monster.
do. Speaking of him, let's go on a whiskey hunt. Trump supporters aren't gonna come up.
No, and I mean, I don't really want to hit a restart for 30 minutes.
Right.
Where are you at? Where you at? Oh. Hi.
The boy stretchies.
Hi. Are you mad? What what are you doing? Come here. I like how much she bounces off the color of the bed color.
He does. He thinks that the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, MBS, is the king. It's not the king.
Just don't show your ass to the camera, please. Thank you. So he got mad at Manny last night. So these weird little like ladybugs that aren't ladybugs keep flying into the apartment. And he'll play with them. And there was one sitting on the ceiling. And he didn't realize it, but Manny did. Manny unalived him, and then Whiskey looked up and went, like, Dad, you took out my toy. Aw, look at you being all cute.
Oh my god. I can't.
What?
It's just every single quote that I find of this man. This room lives on deductions. Middle income people don't really have deductions. Who took those away?
Trump.
Like you're just admitting that you gave deductions to the rich and that you fucked the middle class. Like he just admits it. And they will pretzel themselves to defend him.
That's it, Ladybug. So loud. Lindsey Graham. Good. Funny story about Lindsey Graham. I used to think Lindsey Graham wasn't a man. I found out after looking. I'm like, it's a man. Really loud.
He's a man. Amber put in the memes, if your MAGA family is coming over for Thanksgiving, laminate the emails and use them as placemats.
Damn.
Luckily for me, I don't see family for the holidays besides my direct family. That's nice.
There's no thought happening between those eyes, are there? No, no, no. No thoughts. Say, I cat. Cat had no thoughts. Oh. Okay. Hi, Blue.
Blue back.
I just wanted to point out that this was like 2 months ago. Then Olive found out.
No, it was not. It was exactly over a year. Thank you very much. Are you excited to go into a new home?
Probably
We gonna-
not.
I think he's gonna be excited about the stairs.
Well, yeah, that part. But I mean, like, every time we've moved with pets, because they're the last thing you bring. So you're like, emptying out the entire house except for them. And they're always looking like, what the fuck is going on? And you better not forget me.
Well, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a trailer to put to the back of the truck because since Manny, that's our only vehicle at the moment.
Mhm.
We can leave the trailer in a parking spot and then I can start taking things out and moving things into the apartment. And so Whiskey's not going to be the last thing. Ow! Talking about you. Whiskey's not going to be the last thing we leave. We're going to probably like get a better cat carrier because we don't have one and put him in the cat carrier and then put everything into the back of the truck. And then he's going to be so flabbergasted when he sees how many fucking stairs.
Yeah, just gonna be running up and down them with the zoom.
And you know what? I'm fine with that because I'm looking. Oh, that's what I can look for. We have this little tunnel that's like a half moon, and we can put one at the bottom of the stairs and put one at the top because what he'll do is he'll run through it and then dart out. I think it's going to be the best way to tire him out.
My cats get the after poop zoomies, and they just go up and down the stairs.
He doesn't even get well. He gets after poop zoomies, but he also just gets zoomies.
I was just gonna say Nitro just has zoomies.
I mean, it's really bad after he poops because then he's like, "Oh, I'm lifted." All that shit's out of me.
See, he sleeps for like a few minutes and then he'll zoom me again.
Back at it.
He's been. I think he's getting out of his kitten phase. Come on, come here. I could
Did you
zoom
guys see
in.
the ICE agent who was busted in Indiana as part of a SMEX trafficking ring for soliciting a minor?
I did not.
When he was arrested, he said, "I'm ICE, boys."
Okay,
I
and
did hear that.
hey, don't go after my toes, motherfucker. I said it looks okay. Ow, bitch! You know you're adopted.
That's crazy. You know you're adopted.
Now he's hiding. So stop it! I got a new bonnet, right? And it's weird because it has a tie on it, and I have a big ass head. If people knew that, it's just filled with brain rot. Whiskey saw that there were ties to it, so it can
Oh,
like
no.
stay tight. And I woke up this morning and he was sitting. He was laying on Manny's chest, but he had his paws to where he was close to my head because I was laying on Manny's chest, and he went. Man, it kind of looks like a weird jellyfish. Ooh, jelly.
Talked about himself in the third person again.
He does that.
He said, so my poll numbers just went down, but with smart people, they've gone way up.
Huh?
What?
Oh my god, I hate it here. He's an absolute fucking ignoramus.
Absolute moron. And he's stupiding himself into socialism.
Yeah, which is true. He's definitely doing that.
What do you use for your eyebrows?
Me?
Yeah. No, blue.
Blue. Thought about that though. I use the Anastasia. It's like the duo. It's empty, but it's the duo powder. There's two different shades. This one is ebony. But I'm running super, super low on it. Like I only have like what's left on the side, and I'm trying to save it. So I've actually been using this this elf eyeshadow palette. It does this dark brown.
The first time I remember Manny's like, do you get eyebrow pencils? And I'm like, no. Do I look
No,
like
and then I just take this angled brush, and I just do it like that.
I was
Just apply it.
curious.
Yeah. Just apply it.
Blue,
like
what do
that.
you use for your eyebrows?
I use this stuff called and then
Sorry.
after that
Yeah.
I put on a little bit of
Oh, I like that stuff. Yeah.
yeah. And then just pat it down with a little bit of and I'm done.
Ah,
hmm
gotcha. This must be like how Blue felt during the conversation. Manny and I had a full-on conversation about makeup with Manny there.
Probably. They're just.
See, but the thing is, taking notes.
They're taking notes.
But Manny knows a lot about makeup.
That's true.
He's over here yesterday. I used Doritos.
Swarovski, I have that brand.
And now I gotta take all I put on the desk, take out the trash.
I was gonna say, are you gonna go live? I might just end early. You don't have to. Don't feel pressured.
I gotta pee. After
Well, bodily function.
Can you not?
No.
He does this. I don't. Who's that?
Then gimme.
He said.
There's nobody even under there. Why are you
No,
lying
I
on him?
Blue, do you want to go live?
Not particularly.
That's no. As soon as there's quiet before he says absolutely not.
no.
I might take your slot tomorrow if you're not going live.
Nah, well, so tomorrow morning I gotta go and look at more apartments because Manny's like, we gotta move.
Right. That's
So-
what I'm saying. I might take that spot if you're.
And it also will be Friday too. I have my dental appointment on Friday to finally fix whatever the fuck's going on in my mouth hole.
Ooh.
But yeah, let me go pee and clean for a minute. I'll probably go live close to 1.
All right, that sounds good. I'll drop you guys down. I love you.
Whee!
Bye bye.
It was a crazy wee all. Wee. I was not expecting that. Oh my god. Okay. So all of that's central time, right, babe? Central time. So Olive's might go live closer. Yeah, Todd, I don't want to restart. I'm only here for like 30-ish more minutes anyway. I'm just gonna like just gonna get off early. Go. My husband's been working from home, so we'll just watch PBS and have lunch. I think that's what we're gonna do. So Olive says she might go. I'm gonna say might just in case she decides not to. Go live at 1, closer to 1 Central Time. I am going to go. I appreciate you guys. Chris is gonna go live though, so we can raid Chris. I appreciate you. Thank you, Izzy, for the 10 on the green app. I appreciate you so much. Thank you guys for all the swabs to get rid of these people. They just keep proving that they're horrible people who will pretzel anything to defend him. If you are not a part of my Discord community, please join that. I have the link in my bio. If it's not working for you from clicking on it, go ahead and try and get that into a separate browser. Paste it, copy and paste it into a browser. And that should work for you. If not, you can always DM me on here and I can send you a link if that doesn't work. But try that first. I do have a YouTube where I post my lives every single day the next day. That is also in my bio. You can check out all of my other fun links on there. I appreciate you guys being so supportive. And we can go raid Chris if Chris is going to go live. So I appreciate you all. I love you. Take care of yourselves. Spend time with friends and family. Unplug when you need to. Absolutely do that. Do something fun for yourself every now and again. And I will see you guys tomorrow at 10 a.m. Mountain Time, whatever time that is for you. And